Well, it was a marathon first day of debates in U.S. President Donald Trump's impeachment trial, one that saw a Republican-majority Senate block Democratic attempts to obtain evidence and witnesses. Ground rules for the rest of the trial were also set mostly on Republican terms.
The session lasted nearly 13 hours. Republican Senate leader Mitch McConnell left Democrats with no guarantees that witnesses would be called. They'd wanted to hear from key ones like acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and other National Security Advisor John Bolton.
If Senator McConnell makes this the first impeachment trial in history without witnesses or documents, it will not prove the president innocent. It will merely prove the Senate guilty of working with the president to obstruct the truth from coming out.
And President Trump was impeached last month on charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. He's accused of pressuring Ukraine to investigate political rival and former Vice President Joe Biden. But the president denies any wrongdoing, slamming his impeachment as a witch hunt and a hoax.
The Senate trial is expected to last 6 days. Our correspondent Simon Marks joins us from Washington, D.C. for more. Simon, things aren't going very well at all for the Democrats. What can they even achieve with the trial, given that the Republicans have clearly demonstrated that they control the Senate? They're going to remain loyal to Mr. Trump.
Well, the Republicans have demonstrated that, Dawn, but this discussion and argument over whether witnesses are going to be called is by no means over, because there are at least 4 wavering Republicans, and there only need to be 4 that switch sides and join the Democrats in demanding witnesses. But they had all indicated, even before the opening of the trial, that they wouldn't do that at this stage. They say they might do it after opening arguments have been heard. So you can expect another round of back and forth over whether these witnesses are going to be called. President Trump, just within the last half an hour, has been on his feet holding a news conference at the World Economic Forum in Davos, and he has gone much further than ever before in indicating that he will try to invoke executive privilege, if necessary, to stop men like former National Security Advisor John Bolton and his own acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney from testifying at this trial. He dismissed the Democrat trial impeachment managers as sleazebags during the course of this news conference, and when he was asked whether he had any intention of at any point attending part of this trial, he said, you know, I might just do it. I might just go and sit there in the front row and stare at their corrupt faces. So he's drawing an increasingly hard line about this trial, and if those 4 wavering Republicans eventually switch sides and back the Democrats in their call to hear testimony from some of those witnesses, we could be facing a real constitutional standoff here over whether President Trump can actually stop a former official like John Bolton, who says he's willing to testify if he's subpoenaed, from showing up and injecting some drama into this process.
There may be plenty of drama in days to come. Simon, thank you very much for putting that into perspective for us. That was Simon Marks there reporting from Washington, D.C.